Marco, Alare.
What?
I'm yelling out their names.
Oh, okay.
So
don't yell out our name. We have a hideout.
there's nobody else in here.
Now that we know that you can easily hear through the cracks of the floor,
Yeah,
he just has to whisper.
No,
Caelin.
Yeah.
Oh, I should write.
This is like the third time people have confused my two names.
Well, I wrote it improperly. I wrote the real name in big letters.
I'll confuse you, Coyote.
Okay.
Coyote.
Did I even write these down?
Okay.
I did not.
Really? I guess
That'll be where I cut
first
to the
day
point
I
where
saw
you
you
got
writing
it.
them down in your book there.
No, I'm joking.
No. That's the problem when I had a similar thing where I kept all my notes.
I write lots of stuff down.
Yeah, except that
not
they
the
all
most
got
important
mixed
things.
together.
Did either of you hear what this tacky dressed man said to me?
I say from the floor, yes! Like, you just hear from the...
Thank goodness he didn't want my bottle. That was what I was most worried about.
The fabrics nearby you say, I heard something about 8 coin.
Are you like in the fabric? Yes. You're like...
Yes.
But you're like in the fabric, you like push your way out.
I was sneaking. I was lurking.
You were sneaking in your own hideout.
I like to think you were like examining the fabric and you heard it come in. They were like behind
Yeah.
You were examining the fabric to see like what you could sell.
Oh my gosh, you could be like Robert Downey Jr.
From
in
this-
Sherlock
steal,
Holmes,
yeah.
You could
where you're
steal from
constantly hidden in the fabrics,
You're like
dressed
looking.
in the same color as the fabric.
Yeah.
You're like looking to see if you can like remove the gold thread.
Gets derailed so
And, like-
quickly.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
No. So
I love this imagery.
8 coin.
If he's offering you 8 coin to buy it right now, I'll bet we could find another buyer for 12. That's how the rich work. I've seen my father do this all the time.
Can we find someone within 24 hours to pay more?
I'm sure of it. If there's anything I know about the wealthy, is that we will not lose to someone else who thinks they're as wealthy as us.
That's true.
But we also would need to sell
It's
it
a
to
known thing.
we would need to sell it to someone who both knows that it's valuable in that aspect, but also who would be willing to take such a dangerous artifact
We
off
need
our
a
hands.
wealthy witch.
A wealthy witch?
We need a wealthy witch. Does anyone know?
I
wealthy
don't
witch?
know any wealthy
There-
witches.
so
You're
there are-
the closest person in this group to knowing someone who's a wealthy witch.
There are
in terms of character.
True.
Yeah, Ophelia might know something if you want to talk to her. There are the Dimmer Sisters, which are a group of known witches in Doskvol. They live in Crow's Foot in this kind of ramshackle old manor house that's sandwiched in between everything else. And they are like the local urban legend witches. Like, people are all terrified of them. Anybody who goes into their house never comes out again. That's the
that sounds
rumor
great.
about them, and nobody's ever really seen them. Like, people think there are 2, but nobody's really sure.
But then again,
But
what if
here's
this
a-
guy does have
So-
evidence on us and does
Are we still
plan?
level 0?
Yes, your tier
Do you
0.
wanna
To
make-
raise your tier, you need to fill up your rep track, which you are 2 away from doing. So 1 more score will do that for sure. And you need to pay the new tier you're going to times 8 coin. So for this next tier, you would need 8
Do we
coin.
really
to
want
raise
to
It
upset
seems-
this guy?
What
then?
tier are the Dimmer
It
Sisters?
seemed to me that he didn't want to alert the blue coats, not just for our benefit, but almost for his own benefit.
But
Oh,
he
yes,
said the
absolutely.
And
stick will
so
be worse.
my thinking is that, if we just sell this to somebody else, they will take it off our hands, and then we just hot potato it to somebody new.
But what if he's lying about how bad it is and he's just trying to get it from us, and if we don't give it to him, he'll retaliate?
Well, that's why we're selling it to somebody, and we get more coin.
I'm totally fine with
Like-
selling it to him.
But he knows where we are.
Which is crazy, because your lair is
He
hidden.
knows where our
Like,
lair
the
is.
fact that they
Do
know
you
where
want
you
someone who
were
knows where
doesn't
our
make
lair
sense.
is
Yeah.
to be our enemy?
Somebody who knew
But-
that we stole that.
But he would
Somebody who
retaliate against
has that
us
kind of
instead
monitoring.
of putting his effort towards just going to the next person who he could take it off of. I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, because
If-
the thing is that if he's anything... Oh, go on.
Well, I was just thinking that if he has the ability to, identify us when we steal things, we don't want to anger him.
Yeah, and he'll
Exactly.
undermine us, because if we sell it to someone else,
Yes.
He'll come find us before we can sell it.
and make an example of us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Sell it to him. Because that way, we're all in bed together, and if he does want to turn us in, it's like, well, we don't have it. It's like, these people have it.
And I mean, I'm game to believe that it is
Can I-
dangerous.
can I
and
met-
that it
can I
should be
metagame?
watched over.
Sure.
Can I metagame something a little bit? My thought process is that, so he's not coming back until tomorrow, and I'm so afraid that we're gonna go on some score, and then it's gonna be gone by the time we get back.
How about no scores until tomorrow?
We can fast forward.
Okay,
ahead.
that-
You just
yeah.
won't wait.
So you
Yeah.
don't need to score every day. That's insane.
I would say that I would want to sell to him, but with the proviso that we know who his client is.
Yeah.
I don't care as long as his money is good.
Wait,
Lord Forrest.
I've got another.
He's buying me back.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea.
What's your idea?
What is your idea?
When we sell it back to them, we talk about all of our accolades and our ability to have gone into that home and steal it, so that we now create a contact. It's like he can have us steal things for him.
Ooh, I like
Like,
that.
That's pretty
very
cool.
much.
Like
That would be
like the concept that like, hey, so this thing that you're supposed to have
Well, they probably
heavily
know-
guarded, we managed to get it. So at least give us the credit to like
I want to
work
know.
with you again.
I still want to know who he is.
Then you could find out who his client is.
Mhm.
That's pretty smart.
I like that.
I
I
am
like
on
that
board.
idea I came up
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
won't want to tell us who he is, but by working
That's
with him
why
for an
you're the
extended
face of
amount
the
time-
company.
Wait.
You're the CEO.
Am I the face of the company now?
You're the face. You're the
You've been
body.
the face of the company
Oh,
ever since
God.
the beginning. The fact that you have
Uh-huh.
so many faces is just a
Your name is on the building.
yes.
That's not my name.
You guys are called the Shroud. You're a clothing. Like, it fits
Yeah.
so well.
Okay, well, okay. Yeah, I think that
We should have all had fashion-based characters. That would be
it's
great.
not too late.
It's not too late.
It's gonna slowly...
gonna- Like you
manipulate
I'm gonna
people with your
purposely kill my
clothes.
character now.
No, you just develop them.
No, yeah, I just turned you all into very fashionable people.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So let's fast forward then, unless anybody wants to do anything else. I think we should just skip to the next day.
Okay.
And I'm questioning. Yeah.
Have any of us tried to attune to the statue since we've gotten
No, and I
No,
think that's a
nobody
really
has.
bad idea.
Yeah, I agree.
it? Really?
We should.
You
What's
attuned
wrong
to
with us?
something.
I attuned to the other thing.
You
that
attuned to the
Okay.
bottle,
And
and that
yeah,
gave you a
that's-
because
flashback.
Caelin said I
of
couldn't,
Doskvol.
and so
Okay.
that basically was a challenge. I'll bet you won't do it.
It also started the clock. Arthur enters the game, which isn't filtered.
Okay.
I like to enter the game. I've been wanting to enter the game since the game was invented.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. If we're all in agreement, then we'll just fast forward 24 hours. And
Unless
have,
you feel
have it
the
come.
strong need to attune to
Unless
it.
you want to try attuning to the statue.
That you just learned all this.
I'm
scary
not. I
stuff
can't
about.
stop you.
It's gonna be desperate. I'll tell you right now. It's gonna be desperate.
I can't stop you.
Is this thing very powerful? Yes.
Are you gonna like tell
we
me
don't know
that
if
you're
he was
interested in
lying.
it?
No, because you guys always say no when I tell you I want to attune to things.
I wouldn't
That's 'cause
say
you're
no, but I would.
you're
I would like
attuned to
tell
very
you like
strong, dangerous things.
like this guy said that it was pretty freaking like
Dangerous.
Yeah,
I think your
so,
head might explode if you try and tune to it.
like
Also, he said that everyone who has come into contact with it is in danger. So if you attune to it, you might not just put yourself in danger. You might threaten all of us.
Plus, I consider myself to be extraordinarily lucky. I don't want some stupid bad luck object messing with my luck.
I
All
feel
right?
like you've
Can we
all
just
already come into
get
contact
this
with
thing
it.
out of here.
Okay, there is no way Arthur would not attune to this thing. Like that is just not in character for him.
Anyone want to leave the
so-
room?
Desperate.
Later, while everyone is
So-
asleep.
yeah, so later when everyone is asleep and like not able to
Do we
stop
actually
me.
live here?
But you're
No.
doing it. You're doing it in the hideout. No, you don't. You
Yeah,
don't.
in the hideout
Because
because they're not gonna let me take it home. with them.
your upgrade doesn't have quarters.
No.
So you can't.
I don't want to live here.
asleep is just another word for he got away for a moment.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right?
wait, but you are attuning to this thing in the hideout. Like
Yes.
you're in like the basement hideout
Yes,
part.
yes,
You
because
didn't
I'm
tell
guessing
any
they're
of
not
us?
gonna say. I'm sure I can't go. Hey Marco, can I borrow this for an hour? I'll bring it right back.
Yeah, we also wouldn't take the statue anywhere else other than the hideout.
Yeah.
So.
This time we're not going to find your body until the morning.
Yeah.
Surprise! I've hidden the real statue and made a fake one in its place. Flashback.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
So.
attune to a wooden doll.
Desperate limited if you want to attune.
Yep. So.
Oh, man.
Do you want to push yourself?
Yes.
There goes
So
that.
you.
I'm not in the room.
So hold on, actually, James. This isn't. So you will actually have zero effect
Do you guys
here
wanna be in the
because
room?
you have that harm. So
I'm
because
almost
it's
in
desperate
backwards.
limited, it
Oh,
will
so
reduce.
this, so it wouldn't do anything no matter what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
too
up-
shaken
I'm
up
upstairs
to
actually.
attune to this
Oh,
thing.
okay. So.
You can still
I'm doing my
try,
real job.
but
Then
you'll
you'll die.
you'll have no effect of you.
So there's no in-game way of improving effect.
There is. You can push yourself for increased effect. You can pay 2 stress and go to standard effect, and then it would be limited due to your injury.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And so yeah, I thought you could only use it to improve your dice, and not you could use it to do either.
You can use it to do either.
Yep.
And you can always push yourself to a lower position for a higher effect.
He comes back,
But you
and
can't go any
he's
lower now
dead.
because you're
Right.
desperate.
Next day.
So the other question I have is, what is your intent with
Like,
the
you're
tuning to
right.
this thing? What do
Get
you
rid of
want
it.
out of this? What's your goal?
Awareness. I mean, basically, when you attune to occult objects, especially
I know
ancient
what
ones
my
like this,
fashionista
is to know what their
for
purpose is.
my
Like,
character.
is it a conduit to a dark and evil
Like-
god?
Right.
Is it a source of power? Is it like
I'll
a
tell
cursed object that like brings death and evil to everything, or is it like a lock for like someone that's trapped in it or something?
Right. So you want to learn its purpose.
I want to speak to his heart and soul and know what makes it tick.
I don't think it has a soul.
So Arthur is also aware of
Oh, it's got
Caelin's
an array of
research into
souls.
this. So he knows that waiting for Caelin to finish the research would be a much safer route.
Has Caelin ever shared any aspect of how much progress she's made on her research?
I don't know, have you? Yeah. Yes, she has. So
Is she close? Like, will she be finished by morn?
I would be finished by next session.
yeah, she won't be finished by morning. No, absolutely not.
By then, it will be sold. It will be too late.
It'll be
This
too
is my
late.
one chance.
All right, sounds good.
Because we're going to get 8 coin out of this thing.
So yeah, it's definitely a tune.
All right.
You're rolling
All right.
Desperate Limited because you push yourself.
I
So
don't know who this
mark 2
before.
stress.
That's
Yep.
what
How many do you have in a tune?
I have 3, so I'm going to lose the die because
Okay.
of my thingy. And then I'm also going to...
Just throw that over there.
so that gives me 2 dice. And then...
Now you've already pushed yourself for increased effect, so you can't push.
isn't there a
Am I
thing that
supposed to
also
look at
allows
what
me
yours is?
to...
Those are really cool abilities.
Like, do you
Yeah.
get a plus
But it's
for
what the- it's
things
what
like,
for?
like having these tools like ghost keys and electroplasm vials?
Those
and
usually
things?
increase your effect.
Okay.
If you want to, but you're not really. So
Oh man.
So it's not out of the question
Ooh.
to say that you would have the italicized items with you if
Okay.
you wanted to use one of those to increase your effect further.
So in that case, can I use it to improve my dice?
No, the items.
No, because you said I could have done this to improve effect, but now that I can use this, I can use this for the die.
Yes.
And use this for the
Yes,
effect.
good point. Yes,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and that will buy me 3 dice with
So which item are you using there?
the ghost key.
Ghost key? What does it say? It just says ghost key.
Yeah, it doesn't say what these things do or what they are.
No,
for.
it's up to you. Like, what is that? I'm asking you.
really like-
I'm asking you to define what Arthur's doing in the
I like it a
fiction
lot.
to use this.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
what does
thought
it
you were
look
asking me what a ghost key was, and I said I have no idea. I do not know what that defined as.
Right.
It's very
But I just
baroque.
figured it was like a totem for
It's
like
sand.
making
It
the
doesn't
walls
look like
between the ghost field and the natural world more weak.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what it really is
Well,
because it's just an
yeah.
italicized word.
It's up to you. It could be
Okay.
multiple things.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it will improve effect because it basically is a totem for weakening the barriers between our world and whatever the supernatural world is.
Okay. So what does it look like when you're setting up for this attune? Like, what's Arthur doing? With this? Like how what's your process?
Oh, my process is just to hold things very dearly, like a teddy bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no like runes or anything. You're just like
No, I'm not schooled in this. This was a natural. I'm like a sorcerer as opposed to a wizard.
Okay.
All of my training is
Very
just
boring.
natural from like talking to ghosts
Yeah,
as
I
a
feel like
kid in
that
my crib and
matches
stuff.
with this
So
time
I don't have
period.
any formal thing. Everything is just this is how I feel.
Okay.
It's like my gut tells me that this is what I want to do. That's
Desperate
why the
Limited.
ghosts don't. They respect me because I'm like one of them. I'm chill with them. Sometimes we smoke a blunt or something together. We don't do any of that random.
What?
I cast runes or.
It's
Is there
legal
weed in this
Doskvol.
universe?
There can
Yeah,
be.
it's called
There's Black
ghost
Lotus.
weed.
If there isn't weed in this universe, I don't think we should be playing.
That's
it.
not a universe I want to live in.
There's definitely weed, or there's the associated.
There's only
There's
the
the weed
darkest
equivalent.
of weeds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look.
man.
You people don't understand. In the ghost field, there are no marijuana laws. Like there's
It's
no
super
age
dank
limit.
in the ghost
It's
field.
just available to whoever can get there.
Wow.
I just wanted to play. Okay.
All the smoke that billows out isn't. It's
the
not.
weed.
It's not ghosts.
Yeah, you people think the haze in the ghost field is protoplasm. It isn't.
Oh man.
Wow.
Triple threes.
All right, so that's a failure
I love how there's no bonus for having
Wow.
triple of
Oh, the
anything
attune?
else.
I know, right?
for a desperate. Yeah.
No, that's my guess for not
Jesus
having my
Christ.
dice. No, that's fine.
We couldn't stop.
It's
I
exciting.
We don't know what's gonna
Wait,
happen
wait.
though.
can't
Okay.
stop.
If I my body in the morning.
Maybe that means you'll be safe. 'Cause
I just
So,
hope we
I
don't
need
die.
you. I
He
need
just takes
you
another
to
trauma.
create an 8 clock.
you
8
failed
clock
at
for me on your sheet.
destroying your friends.
We're gonna call it. I must follow the horned one's influence.
Oh no!
And anytime I can compel you to do something, which you can resist, like
He's
a
gonna
consequence.
kill us.
I can compel you to do something, and that will
Whoa.
tick segments on the clock. When the clock is full, you no longer have to worry about that consequence. You can of course take means to fill the clock ahead of time if you want to try to free yourself and release yourself from this. So what happens is that you're snuggling close to the statue and you black out. You're out.
As one does.
And
Wow.
when you come to in the morning, you find that you have pulled some of the fabrics off the wall.
Ooh.
And gotten ink bottles from around the shop and gotten like quills or just your finger, and you have scrawled these various words and like phrases and verses
He's fucked up your fabric.
in Hadrathi all over these pieces of fabric.
Oh, nice!
And
Don't give my colleagues something to investigate.
You've left it in this circle around yourself, and it has writings in ink going all up and down it.
You're gonna
And
whoop his.
you don't know what it says when you wake up and you find yourself surrounded by this stuff, and there's no pictures. It's just a variety. You think it's a set of instructions.
That seems very couture.
you intuit.
I know, right? Oh, this would make.
You were
such
gonna
a
be mine.
great
You're like,
dress.
wait a second.
So for the clock,
amazing.
it's 0 right now, right?
It's 0 right now.
But
Yeah.
my greatest.
Oh my gosh, this will be the rage of
Like-
next year's
like somebody-
fashion
It's
Somebody
gonna be
has a
so
full-
subversive.
Somebody has a full dress that's just got scrawlings all over it.
in
You-
Hadrathi.
Yeah, you intuit that it's a set of instructions, a detailed
so
set of
wow.
instructions, but you don't know how to read it or understand it.
That is so much better than what
It's
I
your
thought.
breakout
I thought
moment.
that my thing would be like I covered myself
You can
with a
make
cloth and
cursed
just had 2
dresses.
big holes in it.
So what happens when you wake up in the morning? Because you wake
That's
up and you're
cool.
like in the middle of this circle
really
of cloth
cool. That's
with the
cool.
writings all over it.
I'm naked and covered in sweat.
Okay.
'Cause
Cool.
all great dark and evil things result in a naked victim.
What happens next? Like this is like the early morning, the morning after you had the meeting with Myron.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're like
okay.
in the basement of the.
All right, so I'm gonna put my clothes back on. I'm gonna
Mhm.
put the statue back where I found it.
Was it good for
Uh,
you too?
Are the fabrics like?
No.
Can I collect them back up, or are they like different sheets of different
No,
kinds?
they're
of fabric?
ruined. Yeah, you pulled fabric from everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much fabric are we talking? Is this like
It's enough to complete. So it goes in
One dress.
no it goes in. You took like several rolls and
Right.
started to roll them around yourself.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's like fabric all over the floor with this writing all
Okay.
over it.
So I will collect up all the fabric that's been written on.
Okay.
When
It's-
do we usually meet up for these meetings?
Well,
you guys can decide that.
I mean, I work
show
here,
up.
so Havelock like opens at I don't know. I'm usually there
Alright,
by
so
like
I'm gonna
6.
I'm gonna
probably.
put the fabric. Can I? Is it a small enough thing that I could just stuff it in a pack?
No, it's a lot of fabric.
It's
okay.
a lot.
I'll fold it up into a pile,
Mhm.
take it downstairs, put it off to the side. I'll put a little note that
I'll find it one day
Yeah.
eventually.
I'll put my name on it and like a little post-it note that says "Do not disturb. We'll explain later." I'll put it in a little corner pile, and I'm gonna go home and take a shower, take a bath, and have Bruce make me breakfast, and then I'll come back and meet up with everyone.
Okay. Are you careful about how you fold up the fabric? Like, are you just bunching it up? Are you trying not to smudge the letters?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm also going to do what I do as opposed
Wait,
to
it hasn't
my
like
barbarian
dried.
roommate.
Oh, I guess it would have dried. You're right.
Yeah.
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 I'm thinking ink would be.
But
more.
yeah, I'm not an animal. I will fold them up so that they're squares
So
as
like
opposed to
paint.
like just crushing them in the corner.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you head back. So you come in the next morning.
Yeah.
And would you notice these fabrics like folded up with the note?
Well, there'd
and all
probably
that?
be ink all over the floor too.
Well,
there'd be ink. Yeah.
I would probably notice the ink, and then like be like, and then I would look up and I would see the fabric missing, and then I'd be like, I would just like, and then I wouldn't look around to see. Well, I mean, maybe I would start checking things.
Like, did you try to? You didn't try to hide it because you wrote a note right on it. Right?
Yeah, like it's sitting. It'd
Okay.
be like if we were downstairs in a super messy hideout area, and I found like a surface in the corner, like on the desk somewhere. I just put it in a pile.
Okay,
with the
yeah.
note.
So,
Yeah,
you can find it. You find the note on it with.
Yeah, if I see like the stuff, I don't get too frantic, but like I'd be like,
You know where you put things.
well, because he told me that everybody who has possession of this thing, bad shit happens. So I would be checking around. I'd be like, I'm like, is the worst that it would do is just like
Ruin-
spread ink?
Yeah.
So
That's true. For all you know, the statue did this.
and then yeah, so I go downstairs and I find his pile,
Okay.
and I
What does Ptolemy do when he?
so I pick up the note and I'm like,
There's a little smiley face at the bottom.
that little brat. Jesus. And I'm just like the
You're like horrified. What could be in there?
the cash total is
Oh.
just going through my brain
The fabric.
of like what this ended up costing me.
And then, like, what's in it? Is it like a dead bird? What's in there?
Oh yeah, I'm like gonna like
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find it's completely scrawled over in these black ink letters in Hadrathi. Like, you recognize it's Hadrathi, but you don't know how to read it, and it's a lot of fabric. Like, you're like, what is this?
and well, I probably only give it about a minute of looking over before I just like, okay, I'm not gonna look at this too long, shit, and then I just put it back in a bundle, and I'm like making a mental note, like when he gets here, I'm gonna give him a stern talking to.
Because who knows? Maybe the author knows Hadrathi. Like, it's never come up.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I also have no clue that this is connected to the statue. This could just be like
in the
a silly thing that he's
except
done.
in the frenzied writing stage, is the statue splattered with ink?
No, it's clean.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's always
Not only is the
always
statue
pure.
evil, but it has a good sense of cleanliness.
But your
entirely
hand, but wait, your hands
You-
were all
You
covered
have
in ink?
not defaced the statue in any way.
That's nuts.
Interesting.
Okay, so
Statue is always clean and pure.
yeah, I'm
Except
like
for the saliva.
I'm like confused and like a little bit spooked, but not like panicking anymore.
You know he's a weird kid.
Like I've taken 15-20 minutes and gotten a thorough look of like,
In Doskvol, you're just like, this is standard whisper stuff. Like, this is,
well, not even that, but like he's a kid, so it could
Right.
just be like some quote like oh, I got into trouble, and so here it is.
All right.
He just got into some bad and amber, and it was like,
Unless your note says something specifically about like
I
Talk
attuned
to
the
the-
statue.
talk to the statue, took notes.
yeah like what is his
No.
his note say basically?
It's
Yeah.
like,
Okay, so unless anybody wants to do anything else, we'll fast forward to the meeting with Myron.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet with my
oh no, I feel I need to get back there
Yeah.
before the meeting so I can explain this to
What
everyone
happened?
before the
Oh,
meeting.
okay. Let's do it then. So
Yeah.
you come back, you're
Yes.
all there.
Yeah, because I've had breakfast, I've gotten like showered up. Is the ink washable, or do I clearly look like I have ink on my hands?
Oh, it's washable.
Okay, so I come back and oh, you found the stuff, didn't
I'm
you?
trying to read it.
I found
Oh yeah, so let me explain. So you know how we're gonna sell the statue to that weird grandpa guy with the cane?
yes.
And I know you've been doing some research, but it seems like we weren't gonna like be able to finish before we sold it, and that's so interesting. So I just couldn't resist. So I talked to it last night, and I don't exactly know what happened, but I tried to take good notes.
Dude, in the store.
There was no one here. No one could see.
That's
It was
even
downstairs.
worse.
You could
Like,
die.
My whole life's work could have just gone up in flames or something. Or you could have demoned everything. Fuck.
Did you
Yeah,
see?
you could have devalued the artifact.
Did you see the fabric? So
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice
What?
ink.
What,
Oh my
what is he talking
oh,
about?
you guys gotta see
He's
this.
talking about
Fact.
this, and then
So-
I go over and I like da-da-da.
Spread it out. It's what the statue told me. I wrote it all down.
So,
And
so,
so
so,
I-
look, you
Well, can't you tell us what he told?
attuned to the statue,
Correct.
and you wrote all of this.
Correct.
Do you remember writing this?
None. That's the best part.
I'm so glad we're selling this statue. If this is the worst that can come of it,
No, this is great because
No, this
They
is,
can have
this
the
is
statue.
the least worst thing they
we
can come
have
with.
Yeah,
the statue
I'm saying.
secrets.
I have an uncanny feeling that this is just the beginning of our problems.
Yeah, we'll have got away easy if this is all that happens. Jesus.